This is important to know for Muslims. The part of aurah for men would be that is the body part from the umbilicus to their knee. Yeah. For women, it is more or less the whole of her body except for the face and the hands.
Assalamualaikum. This is a series to answer your questions on Islam. For today, we are going to talk about why do Muslim women cover up? Don't forget to like us on Facebook and subscribe us on YouTube.
So why do Muslim women first and foremost don their hijab? Now, I might have to discuss in the very beginning about the concept of aurah. This is actually, parts of your body that, basically it can be interpreted into so many interpretation. But aurah basically is the part of your body that you would instinctively feel very uncomfortable if you get exposed. This is just being human, and that actually differs us from other animals. This is most probably because God has designed us as human beings to be the best of His creation. Hence, this will include for men as well as for women. Covering these bodily parts that is considered as aurah is more or less necessary to define what is modesty and decency. It actually facilitates the interaction between, human being, either men with women, or even within the same gender. If you look at how human civilization evolved, the most civilized any group of people, that will be reflected by the way they cover themselves up. Most probably in the most basic, the group of human being would just be wearing something that is just to cover their body against the element of nature. Once they get more sophisticated, then that is reflected in the way they dress. But I'm trying to imply that those who are most probably, not covering their aurat is really not civilized. I don't think that's the point. Basically, if you look into the whole structure of human civilization, part of having had to stay in cities with all facilities, one of the character of a civilized society would be reflected by the way they equip themselves, with the garment and inner and outer garment, and how they decorate those garments with ornaments and most probably some headwears as well. It is actually a very interesting feature to look at. This is important to know for Muslims. The part of aurah for men would be that is the body part from the umbilicus to their knee. For women, it is more or less the whole of her body except for the face and the hands. For those who choose to wear their hijab, why am I wearing my hijab? It is definitely, to my belief, the way that I'm actually connected to what is being prescribed in the Quran. I believe that this is how it is being prescribed in the Quran, particularly in two verses of the Quran. First is actually in Surah An-Nur, or the light, verse 31, whereby believing Muslim women has been instructed to lower our gaze and cover ourselves, and that is actually intended as a part of our modesty. Not to forget that verse has been preceded by verse 30, where the same instruction is actually given to men as well, whereby lowering our gaze and keeping our private parts to be more or less behaving, not really to sort of engage in unnecessary intimate relationship with others, except for those that we are married to. These are things that is encapsulated in terms of as a part of the decency and modesty of a Muslim man and women. It is actually addressing the conduct between men and women in the public sphere.
Muslim women cover up because Allah commands them to do so. The wisdom behind it is to emphasize modesty and decency as an instrument of societal well-being. Therefore, it is encouraged for the new Muslims to start practicing covering their aura as soon as they feel that they are ready to do so. Thank you for watching. Please like us on Facebook and subscribe us on YouTube.